Hey, hello, and welcome to Iris's Insights, this Thursday night edition. I'm trying something a little new, and I'm trying to see if you all can see me. And if you can't see me in just a little bit, I'm going to have to go with Old Faithful. Hello, if you are able to see and hear me, okay, can I get a thumbs up? Trying something a little new. And okay, hello, dear heart. Hi, Katrina. Great. So I guess you're able to see and hear me. Okay. All right, great. Doing something just a little different. And prayerfully, this will be, hi, Portia. Hi, Janisha. Prayerfully, this will be a new platform for me. We'll see. And hopefully you all can give me some feedback as to how this worked for you all. So I'm saying hello and thank you all for joining me for tonight's broadcast of Iris's Insights, where we're sharing messages that will encourage, empower, and enlighten the listener. Thank you, Cousin Veronica. I am excited to share tonight's message that is really an addendum to the message that I shared on last Thursday, during our last Thursday night broadcast. We talked about keep running. Hi, Tiffany, and hi, Webster. I talked about keep running. And there was something that I shared with you all about my college physical education class, and how when I went out to the field that day, the task that the professor or the teacher gave me seemed a little bit too much than I could handle. And as a result of me not being able to endure, I quit. So we're talking tonight about the dangers of quitting, the dangers of quitting. I know that there are people who have been like me, and maybe you've had an opportunity, or you faced opposition, or you faced a trial and you just felt like quitting, felt like giving up and saying, it's not even worth it. And that was really how I felt that day during that physical education class. And if you remember, I talked about by the time I got to second or third base, I knew that that class was not for me. And I purposed in my heart to withdraw. So before I even got to home base, I had made up in my mind I was going to withdraw from the class, which is exactly what I did. I withdrew from that class. I did not come up with another physical education class to substitute for that one. And that was the first semester of my freshman year. So the next semester, I did not have a class to substitute. I didn't take a physical education class. The next semester, I didn't. And I continue to prolong that meeting that physical education requirement. So during my junior year, I'm getting to the point where the only classes that I'm taking are my major classes or my English class. And that one class that was hanging over my head for all those years that I had not completed was, you guessed it, physical education. So even though I quit, even though I threw in the towel, I gave up, I withdrew from the class, in order for me to graduate, I had to take that test. So what does that mean for us? There are things that we face that we really feel like maybe it's not worth it. I don't have to go through this. Hi, Sister Liz. I don't want to see this through. I don't want to continue going on. I don't want to hang in there. I really want to throw in the towel. But I want to let you know tonight that quitting is really not an option, because even if you feel like you're giving up or you quitting, you will not be able to, you will not be able to get to the next level. You will not meet the requirements for that assignment until you have completed that task. So whatever you're facing today, whatever it is, and whatever arena it is, that task is not too hard for you. I know that it may feel like it is. And I'm not making light of whatever you're facing when comparing it to that day I was running those laps. But in my physical body, I felt like I couldn't push myself any further. I felt like all the wind was out of me. I felt like there was nowhere in the world that I could do it. And we have that same, the same mindset when we're facing tasks, that we feel like we're at the end of our strength. We feel like nobody is supporting us. We may feel like it's not even worth it. So why am I going through this? Why am I dealing with this? When at the end, will I be able to even see the rewards of it? And I want to let you know that you will see the rewards of it. And it may not be in the sense that you feel like you should. I didn't take that physical education class and then come out, all buff and ready to pose in Sports Illustrated. That wasn't the end result for me. But because I took the class eventually, I didn't take it at that set time. I prolonged it. When I did take it, the end result was I was able to graduate. And it didn't matter if I needed 120 hours or 140 hours, whatever I needed for the completion of my degree program. That one course could have kept me from reaching my goal. I could have had every other course, but that one course would have kept me from getting that reward. So whatever you're facing today, it's not too hard. You may feel like it is, but it's not too hard. Even if you fail, the lessons that you learn, to get the lessons that you will learn to get it done the next time. That's awesome, Ms. Scott. And that's so true. Even if you are not successful in the task, or if it doesn't turn out the way that you want to, the rewards of the lesson that you learned, which for me was, I knew that if someone else told me to run, what preparations I had to have before I tried that task. So I appreciate you bringing that out, because we don't always measure success the same way. If we don't meet the requirements, or if, as Ms. Scott says, if it appears that we failed, we are walking away with a wealth of knowledge that will prepare us for the next time that we face that task. So there will be oppositions. There will be times that you may feel overwhelmed. You may feel that you're at the end of your rope, but I just want to encourage you to hang in there, persevere, keep pushing. Don't quit, because there's something that's waiting for you at the end. You have to resist the voices of opposition. And as I was running, the interesting thing about it was, like, from first base, or from where we started to first base, was a little hard, but it wasn't so much that I felt like I couldn't make it. But the further I got during that trial, I was actually closer to victory, but the struggle became harder. So when you're at that point, you're going to have to determine or make up in your mind that this struggle is real. I do feel this struggle, but up ahead is the end of the line. Up ahead is the goal. Up ahead is the completion. And you have to realize that if you can keep moving and move on to that next place, or move on push through the pain, push past the pain, push against the resistance. There will be struggles, but don't quit, because at the end is such a great reward. You need this class to graduate. You have to pass this test in order to move to the next level. So whatever it is that you're facing, I just want to encourage you that, as Katrina says, there's nothing too hard for God. A lot of times we try to complete tasks in our own strength. When I was running, I wasn't thinking about the power of God that could get me through it. I was thinking about, I just wanted to give up. And sometimes when we're facing, real tests and real trials, we neglect to call upon and to rest in our help. Because if we face something and we cry out to him, cry out to him with a pure heart. It may be hard and it may seem challenging, but he is our strength. And he promised us that even in the midst of our weakness, his strength is made perfect. So if we don't quit, we rest in his strength, we will complete the task. We will graduate. We will be promoted to the next assignment. And when we face trials on that level and in that place, we'll be able to pull back and remember the strength that we had to endure on that previous level. So as we go through the rest of this week, remember, there's nothing that is too hard for God. Hang in there. Don't throw in the towel. Don't give up. Don't quit, because there's someone waiting to see you cross that finish line so that you can be an encouragement to them. And you are an encouragement to them as you go through. I pray that you will be blessed. I pray that you will be strengthened, even in your area of weakness, no matter what you're facing, no matter what task you have to complete. God is waiting to strengthen you and to empower you to get you through that. He is able, and he is waiting to hear from you. Be blessed. And until next time, be encouraged, be enlightened, and be encouraged and empowered. And I thank you for joining me tonight on your journey. May God continue to bless each of you. Good night.